Good friend, he's a good buddy. I can even call him a sponsor of mine.
Get me out of here. I'm gone. Lacey, Shane, and John, the ratchet trio. What they got cooking for us now? We start with a prayer. Let's bow our heads.
God forfeit.
Anyway, they thanks for the food. And now they're there at the table with the kids. And Shane, he's a slick one. He might only be 22. He doesn't look it, but he might only be 22. But he has a way to poke Lacey a little bit to see, Lacey, you sure there's not something you should be telling me right about now?
Always got to tell the truth.
You always got to tell the truth. He's saying it kind of like, you know, like a lesson for the kids. So everybody's listening.
No matter what.
This is what you learned at work today? Morals?
No, I grew up with morals, having morals. You know, something you have that everybody has to go by.
They taught you that in prison?
I gotta bring prison into this. I'm telling you, I feel like as an ex-inmate, you're always gonna deal with somebody saying, you know, yeah, prison. You're gonna hear prison at least once a day. It's really sad. Whose house is this? What cook is this? Oh, it gets worse. Who is this person that can't even make, what do you call it? What do you even call those toasted bread thingies? Eh? Anyway, I'll put it up here. Who is that?
You know,
If it ain't Big Daddy, what you got for us today?
good friend, he's a good buddy. I can even call him a sponsor of mine.
Get me out of here. I'm gone. If this ain't a bunch of bull, I don't know what it is. That's a good friend and a sponsor. You can sit there and say this with your chest, that this guy is your sponsor. As a whole grown man, and you are crapping on another guy who's trying to hold down a household of 3 children that are not even his own. At the small age of 22, he's trying to work here and there and there and there. And you do flip all. Wow. And you have a sponsor. An actual sponsor. Like, I've been watching too many videos about high value men. And I'm like, whoa, this is taking me aback. And women who want high value men and women that are high value, that this is like a whole other life for me. And I'm going to be doing videos on that. That's a side note. But yeah, this is a whole other world. Sponsor. Okay.
So, everything's going good. I'm trying, man. But, you know, I swear to God, like, I keep thinking about, you know, Lacey. And, like, seriously, I don't know what happened that night. You know, I don't remember anything. I think she called the cops on me.
You feel like she kind of set you up on getting you locked up?
Like that.
Is there something you have to tell me?
No, not really.
No, not really.
You see, when anybody even says that, you should already know. The jig is up. You already know the game. You already know what's going on. You should know that. Why are you still now trying to hide and try? Come on now. Come on.
Anything at all that's on your mind?
Why?
Because your dad told me that you told him that John was out.
Boom. The stress you didn't want to have, and you were telling your so-called friend that blah blah blah, why bring more stress? That's the last thing I would need right now. I don't need any stress. But now, ta-da, stress right here on a platter in your own household. Didn't come from outside. You caused it yourself. Whew.
So, that's why you're upset right now?
Wrong answer. Wrong answer. You have to be like, I am sorry. Why don't people actually wait before they speak? Why don't they just take their time before they speak? You don't always need to give immediate answers, you know. Sometimes you can Do you know how much power there is in just being quiet for a while? You know who does that very well? Ian Van Zandt, Dr. Phil, Barack Obama. These people will look you in the eye and just be like, they will just be giving a speech and just be like, they'll just be telling you about yourself and just be like, it can last 10 seconds. It might feel like it lasted a minute. Doesn't matter. You need to think before you speak. You need to take your time. Somebody has said this. I know her heart sunk. And the first thing she thought to do was go in defense mode, even though you're in the wrong. Why?
Yeah, I'm upset at the fact that he's out and you didn't tell me.
And you know that if they meet, it's gonna be boom. And you know that that could put this guy in prison for 15 years. That your unborn child might never even see their dad till they're talking with the bass in their voice. But you know this. You know this because you yourself have said this. So are you not embarrassed?
I'm feeling so angry because I told my dad in confidence, and I just feel like him going and blabbing to Shane that John is out, he definitely betrayed my trust.
They're like best buddies right now. Nothing about betraying your trust. He needs to save your family for you. Dads know best. Moms know best. Don't play around with that. But another thing that the dad could have done, though, is actually urge her to say it and be like, if you don't say it, I will. She could have said that there and then and just be like, look, either we're all going to talk about this or you're definitely going to tell him. And, oh, I will find out if you didn't tell him the full truth. I will find out if you don't tell him what it is. Like, tell your husband the truth, because I did not raise you to be a lying person or somebody that keeps or withholds information. So, yeah. That's what he could have done. And then they could have settled their own marital issues themselves instead of, indeed, him blabbing off to Shane. Probably not the neatest way to do it. But somebody had to save this marriage. Somebody had to save Shane from going crazy and seeing this John guy like a ghost and the guy in the face. Because that would have been terrible.
Like, he's just butting into my marriage in places that he doesn't need to be.
I mean...
So how did you even know he was out? Like,
Why does it matter?
Tell the full story. He wants to know. Can you imagine if it was on the other side? Can you imagine if the woman that Shane cheated on you with, if she was still lurking around and maybe now she's moved state and then all of a sudden she's back? Would you be comfortable? She's back and back and has contacted him. Back and has been snooping around the house. I'm just saying something. Back so close that they could meet. Would you not be stressing out? Is he going to cheat again? Is he going to leave me for her? What's going to happen right now? You would be stressed out. So don't even play games.
So are you like in contact with this guy? Have you tried reaching out?
Look at her face. She's like, don't ask me any more questions. But why not? Aren't you guys married? People don't know how to communicate, I'm telling you.
Any type of way? No? Have you been meeting up with him or anything?
No.
No.
I mean, have your baby in me.
Don't mean Jack. You have his baby in you, but you still have John on social media, so much so that he's comfortable enough to go on your social media. He's not blocked. Can tell where you are and snoop around the house like Inspector Gadget, looking around to see, okay, she's at this location. Let's go. Skirt, skirt. Driving in your friend's car. He's comfortable enough to do that. Go on your social media and see what you're up to every single day. And, well. Yeah, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
It's not
Pretty belly.
thing. I can't believe you're asking me that.
Why wouldn't he ask? This has happened before. Big Daddy's home. And you gone. So, yeah, he has every right to be kind of paranoid about this. Also, that's a good fate he got going on.
Just get a protective order and be done.
Good idea, Shane. He is way wiser beyond these years. Yes, protective order. Very good. Because I don't know how this guy got back into prison, but it seems like the three of them were there, and somehow the cops arrived and John went back to prison. He's now totally tormented because he doesn't know whether Lacey called the cops on him or whether it was Shane. So that means the three of them must have been there when this guy got escorted to prison, I guess. I don't know. But in any case, I don't even remember the point I wanted to make. Anyway, yeah, so in that case, if that's the case, you need a restraining order, because the two of them cannot be in the same area because it goes left. So yeah, that's what you need to do. But is Lacey gonna do that? No.
Was just to show up. I could see Shane probably losing it on John, and then he could easily go back to jail. Are we done with this conversation?
No, because you haven't resolved Jack. He just said, let's get a protective order, restraining order, whatever. And you're just like, no answer.
Nothing left to say.
He's got nothing left to say. Look at his stress. You can see the stress on her face. Just look at her. You can actually see, look, this is a woman who is stressed the heck out. Look at her. She is stressed the heck out. This is a stressed woman and you're pregnant, but you're putting this all on yourself. Huh?
As far as, actually communicating with John, I'll do whatever I want to do.
John does not know how to make a toasted bread. John does not have a house. He doesn't have a car. And he doesn't have a job. Why do you want to be with him again? And your dad doesn't like him at all. Oh, I forgot. And you're married. Now she's looking at that text. Guess who's out? She literally has him stored in the phone as Jailbird John. Good name. Very good name. Yeah. Ridiculous. If you're not already part of the family, make sure you hit bump stomp as on that subscribe button. Comment because I really want to know what you think. Like because you obviously like this video, and hit the notification bell while sharing it. I'll see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Daily videos up in here. In the meantime, make time for glorious life. It's time to start what's living it right. God bless.